So we just ended up a whole bunch of moves. Most of them were familiar from previous sections of the form that ended up with single whip to the west. Okay? The next set of moves, it's called Fair Maiden at the Shuttles. And it's a fairly complex set of moves. It's a very complex set of moves in the turning and how the turning coordinates. So let me show you Fair Maiden at the Shuttles. From single whip. Come around, open up, block up, and strike. And we're going to make a really big turn. Come around, block up, and strike. Then we take a short turn. Block up and strike. And then another big turn. Block up and strike. So that's Fair Maiden at the Shuttles. If you noticed, Fair Maiden at the Shuttles, while we start from single whip to the west, we end up going in 4 different corners and then around to this corner. So sometimes just short-handed, the move is either called Maidens or Fair Maidens, or sometimes it's just called the 4 corners, okay? This is probably the most complicated move in the whole form. So I'm going to break this down. We're going to start off really simple just to get the sense of the moves, okay? So we're going to start off just in the Wu Chi position, just settled in, okay? To begin with, we're not even going to move the feet. So let's start in a kind of hold the ball. First thing we want to do is curl in. So we're going to curl the right elbow in, and then we're going to draw the right arm down past the hand. From here, we're going to block up with the left hand. So the left hand is going to turn over, palm facing out, while the right hand turns over to press underneath the blocking up arm. So let's do that again. From hold the ball, we're going to curl the right arm in. Right arm is going to scrape down past the hand. Left arm is going to turn and block up. Right arm is going to spiral around and press. From here, we're going to do the same thing to the other side. So now, left arm is going to curl in. Left arm will scrape down the hand, scrape down past the right hand. Right arm is going to turn over to block up. Left arm is going to spiral around to press underneath the arm. And let's just keep doing that back and forth. Right arm curls in and then scrapes down. Left arm blocks up, right hand presses. Left arm curls in. Left arm scrapes down past the hand. Right arm blocks up, left hand presses. So if you'll notice, the arm movement is coming a lot from the turning of the hips, okay? Because we're not moving the feet, you want to make sure you're not twisting the knees. Keep the knees lined up with the toes. But the turning of the hips, I'm going to turn my hips that way, acorns falling down from the trees. I'm going to turn my hips to the left, and my right elbow comes in. Turn my hips back to the right, right arm scrapes down past the hand. Turn my hips back to the left, left arm blocks up, right hand presses. So let's do that a couple times. Turn my hips, left arm curls in. Turn my hips back, left arm scrapes down, turn my hips that way, right arm blocks up, left hand presses. Okay, and again, curling in, scraping down, block up and press, curling in, scraping down, block up and press, curling in, one more time each side, scraping down, block up and press, curling in, scraping down, block up and press. So if you're doing this at home, you might want to pause the video and just keep repeating that a whole bunch of times till it starts to feel rhythmic and comfortable to you, okay? You want to get familiar with that feeling, that whole sequence of moves, because it'll make the stepping much easier. So we're just going to do some simple stepping right now, okay? We're just going to do the move from one corner to the other corner and just go back and forth. If you noticed when I did the whole sequence, some of them were really big turns. We're going to hold off on the big turns because that makes it more complicated. So just to get started, let's start off in one of the fair maiden positions. So the right foot is going to be pointing straight north, left foot is going to be out in a bow stance, so the heels are going to be on an east-west line, but the toe is going to be pointing to the northwest, okay? So this is a bow stance, just like this is a bow stance, it's just turned to the diagonal. Left arm has blocked up, right hand has pressed through, okay? So from here, we're going to sink back and turn the hips. As we turn the hips, left elbow curls in and the left toe is going to turn in to point straight to the north. From here, we'll shift the weight back to the left foot. As we shift the weight back, my hips are going to turn back, left arm scrapes down, pick up the right foot, heel down, toe pointing off to the diagonal, the northeast, right arm blocks up, left hand presses through. Sinking back, right side curls in. Shift the weight back, right arm scrapes down the hand, pick up the left foot, step down, heel goes right down where it was before, the toe's just pointing out. Left arm blocks up, right hand presses through. Sinking back, left side curls in, left arm scrapes down the hand, pick up and step, right arm blocks up, left hand presses through. Sinking back, right side curls in. Shift the weight, right arm scrapes down. Pick up and step, left arm blocks up, right hand presses. And back one more time. Arm scrapes down, pick up and step, right arm blocks up, left hand presses through. I am getting pelted by acorns. Okay. So again, if you're just learning this, you might pause the video and you might do that back and forth a whole bunch of times, okay? The more you get familiar with the feel of that stepping, the easier it becomes as we progress on to harder parts of this. So now let's take that stepping and we're going to open it up a little bit, okay? So instead of going corner to corner, we're going to end up going side to side, all right? But let's start off, we'll get back in the habit of corner to corner. So, I'm going to start here. Left arm blocks up, right hand press through. Right foot pointing straight to the north, left foot pointing to the northwest. And I'm going to sink back, curl in. Left toe curls in, arm scrapes down, pick up the foot and step. Right arm blocks up, left hand presses through. Right side curls in, Arm scrapes down, pick up, block up, and press. All right? So now we're going to do a bigger one. Sink back and curl in. This time I want to end up facing the east. So left arm curls in. If you can get the left toe a little bit further around, all the better. Shift the weight. Left arm scrapes down. Pick up the right foot. We want to step out into a bow stance. Right arm blocks up. Left hand presses through. If you couldn't get this toe around, then just let it drag around. But you're going to want to work on getting that toe around because it'll make the even bigger turn easier. So now I'm going to go from the east to the west. Sinking back. Right side curls way in. See if you can get this toe way around. Right arm scrapes down. I'm going to reach back with the left foot. Toe pointing. Left arm blocks up. Right toe releases around, pressing through. Sinking back. Left side curls in. Right arm scrapes down. Picking up, stepping. Right arm blocks up. Left toe releases around. Left hand presses through. All three of these things, arm blocking up, toe releasing around, hand pressing through, all three of those happen pretty much at the same time. Right side curls in. Shift back, right arm scrapes down. Pick up and step. Left arm blocks up, right toe releases around, right hand presses through. Sinking back, curling in, scraping down, stepping, block up, and press. One more time. Curling in, scraping down, block up, and press. Okay? So this is a 180-degree turn. In the form, we go even bigger. Okay? So we'll do a 3/4 turn, which is what? 180, 270 degrees. All right? So we're going to go from this corner and we're going to turn way around to this corner. All right? So let's practice that. So if you notice, I migrate backwards as I'm doing this. So if you're doing it right, if you're doing this drill right, you're going to end up, each time you turn, stepping a little bit further back. Okay? Which means I have to start off forward. So let's start from here. We're going to go once back and forth, and then we're going to do the big turn. Sinking and turning. Arm scrapes down. Pick up and step. Right arm blocks up. Toe turns in. Press. Sink back and turn. Arm scrapes down. Stepping out. Left arm blocks up. Press. Okay? So now I'm going to go from here and I'm going to go facing that corner. So the southeast corner. So curling in, left toe curls in, arm scrapes down. This time when I step back, I want my heel to end up on a north-south line with the left heel. I want my right heel and left heel to end up on a north-south line. So let me do that again. Curling in. Arm scrapes down. Heel steps on the line. Toe pointing to the back corner, the back diagonal. Right arm blocks up. Left toe releases around and presses through. Okay? So that one wasn't even quite 270 degrees. It was 225 degrees. Now we're going to go a 270 degree turn. So we're going to sink back, right side curls in. Shift the weight, arm scrapes down. Open way up. You want to reach behind you with the left heel, toe opening up. As you shift the weight, right toe releases around, left arm blocks up, right hand presses. So if you notice, I ended up with my foot way out here. That doesn't work out so well. So when you do this again, curling in, see if you can bring this back toe, in this case the left toe, the turning toe, way around. See if you can get it as close to pointing straight forward as possible. If you can't, you can either do a little bit of a cheat or you can make the adjustment afterwards, okay? So from here, sinking back, left side curls way in, way in. Shift the weight, arm scrapes down. Reach behind you with the foot, heel down, toe opening up. Right arm blocks up, left toe releases around, left hand presses through. One more time back and forth. I think I have enough room. Sinking back, right side curls way in. See if you can get the toe pointing straight forward. Right arm scrapes down. Reach behind with the left foot. Toe opening up. Left arm blocks up. Right hand presses through. Sinking back. Left arm curls way in. Left arm scrapes down. Reach behind. Toe opening up. Right arm blocks up. Left toe releases around. Pressing through. Okay? Now you see why this move is so difficult. If you are working on learning the move, again, I would recommend going through the easier versions of it first and then gradually expanding out the stepping, and do a lot of drilling of each stage of it, okay, before you go into the larger step. When you get to this larger step, you're going to have trouble following along with the video as you do it because you're turning, so you're going to have trouble watching the video as you're turning. So you're probably going to have to break down the pieces of it and then apply it to what you know. All right? So I'm breaking this down into 2 videos so that you can spend some time working on just that. In the next video, we're going to work on actually putting what we've learned here into the form.